Cooper Marcher here. Today is Sunday in the neighborhood, and I'm so happy to report that they're here, just ahead of Hurricane Henri. Susie the squirrel's two weary goose-legged cousins, Matilda and Nelson, arrived at around 8 p.m. last night from the UK. They didn't look too much worse for wear and were so excited to be here. My mom has quite the ancestry from the UK, so she is excited to have them here. We immediately informed Auntie Pam in the UK of their safe arrival. I'm sure the last few days have been stressful for her, as they have been for all of us. It's all so very exciting. Earl the squirrel picked them up at the border with great fanfare. He was dressed in his best possible uniform and looked very professional and smart indeed. He rolled out a tiny red carpet for them and played the bugle while they boarded the drone. Earl has equipped the drone with seat belts and bright lights to make flying in the dark possible. We weren't sure if they would arrive before sunset or not, so we had to make sure we had lights. When Earl landed here, the entire squirrel community was waiting, and Ollie, my friend, who's a rabbit and wears glasses, and his fiancée, Petunia, were also in attendance, as well as my friend Amu the squirrel and a couple of local cats who I promised could be here if they were on their best behavior. It was exciting hearing about all their adventure, but I do need to make you wait for details because they were exhausted and really need to use today to rest up. We aren't having a party for them until they are really ready and rested. Besides, they have a lot of catching up to do with Susie and her family. Nelson had another little leg cramp again, but that straightened out fairly quickly, and he is doing well. Nelson claims somewhere over the Atlantic he's pretty sure he saw a UFO. He described it to me in some detail. It was a saucer-shaped flying aircraft, silver-colored, with two visible pilots who looked a lot like squirrels except they were green. I suppose it is possible. He could have been hallucinating, though, from that altitude, or just plain flight fatigue, but who knows. Now they are nestled in Susie's digs and should be very comfortable. Susie and her cousins have been working night and day to make her nest suitable for guests of this caliber. Earl the squirrel is going to give them a tour around Lake Champlain and over Mount Mansfield on his drone when they feel up to flying again, or if the hurricane hits us, so that they can see more of Vermont. Earl now has the Union Jack flag and the American flag flying on his drone. It looks amazing. There will be lots of time for them to take road trips, drone trips, and other trips while they're here. Tonight we're all watching the big screen TV in my neighbor's yard, doing a small barbecue for just the immediate family. I'm so excited! Also, I don't know if you saw, but yesterday we had a visitor in the name of a bobcat. So I had to warn all of Cooper's critters to stay completely out of sight. That's an unusual sighting. Actually, we've never had one in our neighborhood before. I was sleeping, so I didn't get to see him, but my mom did, and she recorded him. So anyway, just be careful out there, all my furry friends. Cooper Marcher here. Ciao.